Konnichiwa, Sunny-koku citizens. This is Shude Hong here, and today what I want to talk about is something really important, and that is called the importance of why you should always tell someone who scammed or hacked you. Because not too long ago, in fact last night, I decided to help this person, and this one jammer in particular decided to blow up at me just because of one teensy-wincy question I've asked her. So there I was in Jama, and I came across these two jammers who were apparently upset, in fact very angry that they got scammed. So me being the mature person, I decided to approach them and ask, who scammed you? And instead of this one jammer being mature and answering a simple question, decides to blow up off at me just because of that simple question I asked. She basically said it was none of my business, but I remember she definitely said, leave us alone. I can't fully remember what she said. I mean, I have screenshots for proof, but I didn't want to show them because I don't think this is a big crisis. Yes, I do agree with you. Things are supposed to be private, but only to a certain point. For an example, say you know your mother and father get into a huge argument. The argument could be about anything, really. And before you know it, your parents get divorced. You get upset, you get frustrated, upset, possibly even angry to where you don't want to talk about it. That is an example of something that should stay private because maybe you are not comfortable to talk about it. Maybe you are depressed. Maybe you're so angry you want to punch a wall. Okay, I don't recommend you guys to do that, but you see the point there. That is an example of something that should always stay private. But if somebody on Animal Jam, for an example, was to say, let's say you have Dizzy Stars. Somebody offers to trade you their Dizzy Hearts for your Dizzy Stars. You go ahead and you accept it because you think it's a fair trade, but they're basically over-trading you, but before you know it, they scam you. And the way how they scammed you is instead of giving you the Dizzy Hearts that you really truly wanted because it was your dream item, they decided to give you so many striped hats, so many that you didn't realize that the Dizzy Hearts were in there. That is an example of something that shouldn't be kept to yourself and should definitely be set out in the open. Now, I know most of you jammers are probably saying, well, shoot it, we always spread awareness, we tell everyone, and if you are doing it, that is a great thing. And the reason why you should spread awareness is because, guess what? Whether if you're hurt, frustrated, sad, especially if you're angry, guess what? If you don't tell anyone about the scammer, especially if you know the scammer or the hacker's username, and if you don't tell them, do you think that scammer and that hacker is going to just magically go poof off the game? Do you think they're magically just going to stop? What, you think they're going to, like, go away like poof? Like, it's gone? No! That's going to get them to do it again and again and again. Okay, I get it. You're hurt, you're frustrated, you're upset, you're angry. But don't take it out on the person who's trying to help you. Do you see the issue here? Because not only are you encouraging that person to not want to help you, but you are also encouraging, yes, believe it or not, you are encouraging the scammer or even the hackers that it is okay for them to go ahead and do it again. Because they're going to be like, oh, she's not going to report us. She and her friends aren't going to tell us. It's okay, we could do it again, they say. And before you know it, not only are you the only person or your friends are the only people who got hacked or scammed, but guess what? It's going to get worse because it's going to happen to other jammers as well. Do you see the problem here, guys? Do you see the issue that this person has brought for me? Now, I am going to give you guys an example of an AJ player, in fact, AJ YouTuber, who is well-loved and well-known across the whole AJ community. Now, most of you AJ players are probably going to know who I'm going to be talking about. If you don't know her, that's fine. I will let you know who she is. Her name is Leamon Puppy. And recently, Leamon Puppy got hacked. Not only was this hacker able to hack into her parents' account, but this hacker also deleted her account, causing Leamon Puppy to get hurt, frustrated, upset, maybe even angry. In fact, she was devastated. But you know what? Leamon did the right thing. She spreaded awareness. She told us that she got hacked. Now, sadly, we don't know who this hacker is, mainly because Leamon has no clue and neither do we. But my point here is that Leamon did the right thing. She spreaded awareness. So now we know there is a hacker running around in this game somewhere. As you can see, Leamon was very mature about it. Which brings me to another thing. The best way for you to take your anger out without physically harming someone or mentally harming someone is by spreading awareness. Maybe the reason why I asked her in the first place on who scammed her is because maybe I wanted to help her to report that jammer. In fact, I wanted to report that jammer too. But instead of her doing that, she calls me a weirdo and then just leaves before I could say anything to her. If you wanted to keep your conversation quiet because you didn't want anyone to know, what I don't understand is why didn't you just use this inbox? I mean, you could have sent them a friend request and inbox them. You know you could do that, right? That's what it's for. Although I wouldn't recommend you to do that if someone scammed or hacked you. And it looks like I'm going to have to end this video. But before I go, I want to ask you guys a question. Any AJ player especially. If you know someone scammed you out of your blackout spike collar or your whiteout raccoon tail, or possibly even hacked one of your favorite accounts, ask yourself this: why would you ever want to keep that to yourself? Why would you want to protect the scammer or the hacker by not telling anyone, by not spreading awareness? Why would you ever want to do that to someone who just destroyed either your game or took something away from you that you love? Why would you ever keep that to yourself? Alright, I think I'm done here. I think I covered everything for you. Feel free to like and subscribe, and sayonara.